Hello and welcome to a new edition of Yellow Alert. This time for the 9th of November. We'll be going over all the new juicy dev posts from Spectrum and keep you updated on what's going on in Star Citizen's development. Don't forget to drop us a like, subscribe and share the video if you like this kind of information. So first up we had a post requesting more information about missile warnings while the ship is shut down. Now this can happen if you actually shut the power down yourself, or if you've been hit by distortion weapons. All systems will shut down, but for some reason the missile warning lights will stay on. This is a confirmed bug by Yogi Klat. It sounds like the missile warning system is set up independently from everything else at the moment. They're aware of it and they are working on it. So next up we had a post requesting armor emblems and ranking insignias on armor, and Chad McKinney has come back and said that as they're working on the new reputation system, mostly they're working on the back end of it. They will be looking at ways to present your ranks and reputations in the verse in some way. They might look at armor customization, but at the moment there is no system for this in game, and they will need to actually build that before we get anything. Chad's not confirming if armor customization will be included in their systems that they're working on, but they are actually considering everything. So next up we had some clarification on Planetoid Orbits, mostly to do with quantum travel and the way that they are looking to get the system to work properly. So before they mentioned that if you chart a quantum travel, you could arrive at the point of the travel, but the planet has moved on from there, and then you will need to do a secondary quantum travel, which no one really wants to do, and CIG are aware of that. So they're taking the logical route of implementing the system so that it calculates where the planet will be when you jump, and it will jump you to that point instead, which is very clever. This is really what we need, and it's good to hear that they're actually aiming this in the right direction. Chad also confirmed that object containers don't move and are in fact completely static. He said they may be spawned in a zone that moves, like a planet, and their child contents may be movable, they like crates, but the object containers themselves are fixed in zone space, so they may move in world space if their zone moves. There was also a question regarding plans on hiring more people into CIG, and well, more specifically to fix the backlog of bugs, which generally is probably not the best idea at this point in development. But Chad McKinney came back again, and he said the last time that he checked there was around 100 open jobs in the company. That being said, and they do want to maintain their standards of code and production, so they're being a bit choosy with who they hire, which is fair enough. If you are looking for a job in CIG, then you should note that they are looking for people that will be able to move and be able to join the crew in the offices when the time comes that the offices are back open properly. Working from home happens occasionally, but they prefer the teams to be on site, talking together. So next up we had a post from Caracal regarding decoupled with your landing gear out having some kind of effect on the physics. But Yogi Klat actually came back and replied that this kind of is intended. So when you're in decoupled mode and your landing gear is out, there will be a gravity compensation to allow for smoother landings. He said this is more of a safety feature than anything else. It's definitely not a cheat, and also doesn't go around physics, as IFCS will actively thrust against the gravity vector. Further to that, someone asked if they could make this an optional gravity compensation. Apparently some people don't like it, so Yogi's gonna look at maybe adding an option to be able to turn this off for those that really don't like it. Okay, there was a roadmap roundup this week. A landing services update has been added to 3.12, where they will be looking at the pricing differentials between items when restocking your ships, and this is for missiles, chaff and flare. Currently the restocking of these items is at a set price across the entire verse, but in the future this will be changeable depending on resources and availability. This will also mean that insurance prices will be going up. CIG want to make sure that players don't just self-destruct their ships and reclaim a new one because it's cheaper. So be prepared, people. Insurance prices and restocking prices are both set to raise in the future. They also updated some of the descriptions for capital ship cards on 3.12, and weapon zeroing T0 has now been moved into polishing. We also had a couple of smaller updates from the devs this week. As usual, Galactopedia has been updated with a suite of new information. So if you like your lore, go and check that out. 3.11.1 was added to the PTU. This is mostly to test the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo exterior. So you can go check that out now. So last up we had a post from Ulf, and this was to do with the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. There's a new teaser trailer out on the YouTube channel, so check that out. It's quite good. Quick to see Jax and some flybys of Microtech, where the Expo is being held this year. And with the Expo during just under 2 weeks, it's coming up quick. Okay, that's all this week. Thanks everyone for watching. If you find this kind of video informative, then drop it a like, subscribe, share the video if you like. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Bye bye.